I welcome you all to today's presentation on balanced diet, empty calorie foods, and bland diet. We all know that as humans we need food for our survival. But beyond survival, how important is food to our bodies? Why is it that across the world there are large institutions that are set up by a group of experts to give guidelines on what foods we should take and what foods we should cut down in? Today, we will discuss this topic on the importance of nutritional content in food that we eat. In India, there is the National Institute for Nutrition that sets up guidelines for the nutritional content of the people of the land. We will discuss these and the other issues related to the nutritional content of the food we take. I am Symon Fidelis Nayupe, and I will be joined by Sruthy Unnikrishnan, Sandra Anil, Vijitha and Uthara Chandran as they discuss and they take you through the topics each section.
Hi all, I'm going to talk about balanced diet. So before moving on to balanced diet, let's discuss about what is food. So we all know that food that is an essential component that fuels up our body. And there is something called as good food that actually fuels our soul, which means that there is a great difference between having a food and a good food. So a good food that consists of all the nutrition requirements which is essential for our body. And there is something called as junk foods which have an adverse effects on our body. That means that it's overconsumption that causes some diseases within our body. So coming on to balanced diet. So a balanced diet, that is a diet which consists of a variety of different kinds of foods that provides us with essential nutrients in order to maintain our growth and our health. So a balanced diet that consists of specific quantities and proportions of these nutrients that maintains our health and our growth. And these nutrients that can be stored to a little bit within our body so that these nutrients can be utilized.
Balanced diet that provides us with 50 to 60% of carbohydrates, 10 to 15% of proteins, and 30 to 40% of fat. So along with that, it provides us with several macronutrients like vitamins, minerals, etc., and some chemicals like phytochemicals. So there are about 7 essential factors which is required for a complete balanced diet.
These are carbohydrates, proteins, fat, minerals, vitamins, fiber, and water.
Glucose is the primary source of carbohydrates, and this glucose that is the only source of ATP or energy in the brain. So hence the deficiency that can cause damages to the brain along with this nervous tissue and in the heart. So it is mainly stored in the liver and kidneys, and the percentage of daily calories that is about 45 to 55%.
Sources of carbohydrate includes potatoes, banana, cereals, and milk.
So next is proteins. So proteins that supplies about 10% of the total energy requirements of our body. It also helps in tissue repair and the development of new tissues, muscle development and the formation of new tissues. It also helps in the synthesis of hormones and hemoglobin within the blood. And the daily calorie requirements that is about 10 to 35%.
Sources are milk and milk products, soya bean, pulses, egg, chicken, and fish.
So fat supplies about 70% of the energy requirements of our body. It helps in the transport of fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E and K. It covers most of the vital organs and acts as an insulators of the vital organs like liver, heart and kidney. Consumption of a very high amount of fat that can cause increase in weight. The percentage of daily calorie requirements that is about 20 to 35%.
Sources are olive oil, rice bran oil, soya bean oil, groundnut oil, and almonds, fishes, and walnuts are the good sources of omega 3 fatty acids.
Minerals. So minerals that also plays a very important role in building up of our tissue. The major minerals that includes sodium that helps to regulate our body fluids, then calcium is very essential for the formation of bones and teeth, and iodine that mainly helps in hormone formation.
Sources are nuts, beans, fish, shellfish, whole grains, and mushroom.
Vitamins. So, based on the solubility, these vitamins can be mainly classified into fat-soluble vitamins and water-soluble vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins that mainly includes vitamin A, D, E, and K, and water-soluble vitamins that includes the B complex and C. So, this vitamin C and vitamin E can act as a very good antioxidants, and hence it prevents the accumulation of reactive oxidant species and free radicals, and hence it prevents the damage. It helps us to prevent us from infections, boost up our immune system. It also helps in the formation of tissues and cells.
Major sources are green leafy vegetables and citrus fruits.
So the next is fiber. So fiber that mainly regulates our digestive system. It also helps to retain water within our body, and also it helps in the removal of waste products.
Sources are barley, chickpeas, lentils, banana, and berries.
So the last and the most important one, that is water. About 70% of our body that is made up of water. It helps in the removal of unabsorbed food and waste products. It is involved in many of the chemical reactions within our body. So they constitute majority of the blood. That is about 95% of our blood is constituted by water. It helps in regulation of body temperature by sweating process. And a very important thing is that water is having 0 calories. So next, coming to the importance of balanced diet. So this balanced diet that helps us to prevent many of the chronic diseases like heart attacks, strokes, diabetics, etc. So several studies reveal that when a person consumes a balanced diet or a healthy diet, then there will be a lesser chance of getting diseases like osteoarthritis, heart diseases, and several kinds of cancers. So it helps us to improve our health, and it helps to lose our weight. And also studies reveals that it not only have an improved functions on our physical activity or our physical health, but also it improves our mental health. It boosts up our moods. And it is very important to have a balanced diet so that our health can be maintained. And there is a great connection between this food and health. So when a person consumes a healthy diet or a balanced diet, so then he will be getting a good health. So good health, good food, good health.
Should the diet be same for an old age person and a growing child? Is balanced diet ideal for a patient after surgery? Probably not. We need somewhat a soft diet for that, right? Bland diet is a regimented diet option that a physician can use to help optimize a patient's overall health condition. It is also referred to as a low residue diet or soft diet. Bland diet refers to a simple diet excluding all the irritant foods that may irritate the intestinal lining. It comprises of easily digestible foods that are soft consistency, low fiber, gentle, cooked, non-acidic, and non-spicy. Now, what should be and should not be included in a bland diet? Recommended foods in the bland diet includes low-fat dairy products, eggs, broth, pudding, fruit juices, cream of wheat, tofu, lean meat like skinless chicken, fish and shellfish, bland vegetables like carrot, beetroot, green beans, spinach, pumpkin, etc. Raw foods are excluded from the diet along with fried food, spices, seeds and nuts, whole grain bread, acidic fruits, fatty dairy food, non-lean meat, dressings and sauces, pickles, alcoholic and caffeinated beverages, strong cheeses like Roquefort cheese, and vegetables that cause excess flatulence. Additionally, medications like aspirin and ibuprofen should be avoided or minimized while on this diet to decrease the risk of gastric ulcer formation. A bland diet is designed primarily to help patients recover from gastrointestinal conditions or surgeries where gentle digestion would be beneficial so that it would create less stress on the GI tract and allow it to heal more effectively. Post-gastric bypass patients can use this diet so that to decrease the risk of complication and help facilitate long-term weight loss. However, it is not as effective as the sole long-term weight loss diet solution. Bland diet is also useful for a patient that struggles with gastric or duodenal ulcer, gastroesophageal reflux disease, excess flatulence, food poisoning, gastroenteritis, traveler's diarrhea, inflammatory bowel disease, diverticulosis, or heartburn. It may also be utilized in a patient before colonic procedures like colonoscopy. The bland diet is more like a temporary option and not a permanent one.
So let's see the difference between a balanced diet and a bland diet. What is balanced diet? Balanced diet is one that fulfills a person's nutritional needs. Human needs a certain amount of calories and nutrients to stay healthy. So it provides all the nutrients a person requires. Moving on to bland diet. Bland diet refers to a simple diet excluding all the irritant foods that may irritate the intestinal lining. Balanced diet includes all the nutrients which is essential for the growth and maintenance of the body. The bland diet also meet the requirements of many of the essential nutrients. Food intolerance or habit that limit variety and quantity of the food selection may cause some of the nutrient deficiencies. By following a balanced diet, we can prevent diseases like diabetes, cancer, stroke, heart diseases, etc. People with peptic ulcers, chronic gastritis, diarrhea, and also those who have undergone for intestinal surgery are suggested to follow the bland diet, since it is designed to decrease the peristalsis and avoid the irritation of gastrointestinal tract. A balanced diet can help to control the body weight. So when combined with a regular exercise routine, a balanced diet can help a person to reduce the risk factor for obesity and weight gain. Bland diet is helpful for people with digestion problem. But it is not a dietary method of weight loss. A balanced diet helps to maintain the skin and hair. We know balanced diet consists of all the essential nutrients. These nutrients help in the growth and maintenance of all the cells and tissues and organs including skin. As per experts, the bland diet is good for those who have breakouts, as the absence of spicy food makes it easy for healing and make the skin healthy. Balanced diet must be taken consistently to maintain health. Eating a healthy balanced diet is an important part for maintaining good health and boosting the immunity, and it can prevent many of the chronic illness. The bland diet is generally considered safe, but it could result in constipation since it's lacking fibers. So it is not recommended for a long-term period, but it is preferred for 3 to 5 days. Balanced diet is individual specific. It cannot be same for everybody and varies depending upon the age, gender, and type of work of an individual. For example, a growing child needs proteins to grow rapidly. Nursing mothers and pregnant women need more proteins to feed a growing baby. Laborers must consume more carbohydrates and fats as they need more energy. Nutrient needs in older adults are also affected by health conditions, use of multiple medicines, and changes in body composition. Therefore, following a healthy diet is particularly important in this age group also. So in bland diet, as I mentioned before, we know bland diet is suggested to people who have digestion problems and digestive disorders. So following a bland diet once in a while by older adults for a short period of time is better for their proper digestion.
Are you looking to eat a healthy diet? You have probably heard that you should not fill up on empty calories. Many of the packaged food in the grocery stores are filled with empty calories. So, what is empty calorie? Food and drinks that contain no significant nutrients but are high in calories are said to have empty calorie food. These are mainly food and drinks that have a high sugar, fat or alcohol content but little or no other nutrient value. Food items rich in empty calories are typically alcohols, junk foods, fried fruits, preserved foods rich in artificial flavors, synthetic colorings, and sugary foods and beverages. This diagram shows the limit of empty calories. Children of 4 to 8 years need 120 empty calories per day, and for girls of 14 to 18 years old need 120 to 250 empty calories per day, and for boys it is 160 to 330 empty calories per day. For adult women need 120 to 250 empty calories per day, and for adult men it needed 160 to 330 empty calories per day. Food with empty calories can be substituted with a good one. Sweetened applesauce can be replaced with unsweetened applesauce. Regular ground beef contains solid fat, so we can use extra lean ground beef that is 95% or more lean. Sugar sweetened cereals are not good for health. Instead of this, we can eat plain oatmeal. Processed oils can be replaced with extra virgin olive oil, and instead of fried chicken, we can eat baked chicken breast without skin. Water, black coffee, and herbal teas are more healthy than beverages like soda, sports drinks. Also, eat fresh fruit and avoid candy, cakes, and cookies.
We have seen how important it is to consider the nutritional content of food when we take food. I hope from now on we will go and consider the nutritional content of the food we eat and not in just satisfying our hunger. Thank you for being with us in this presentation.